Are you a new insurance agent and you're really deciding whether you should dive into life insurance sales or final expense insurance sales? Well, come hang out with me. I'm going to let you hear some things that maybe not all these rah-rah directors are going to be real frank with you on. So I hope you enjoy this very blunt and transparent content on what the insurance industry really looks like. It's not unicorns and rainbows, but it can be a blessing to you. It can help you make more money than maybe you've ever seen, but it can also put you into a place where you make zero dollars. There's no glass ceiling, but you can make $0 if you don't know some of these things that I'm going to share with you. So before I go into this, my name's Jason. I'm your friend in the industry, and I am so blessed to partner with some of the most amazing agents as well as agencies that align here, selling shoulder to shoulder life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly in the telespace. So free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And thanks for hanging out with me as we kind of drop some things that maybe you didn't know. So first off, the business in the insurance industry is a very simple business. It's a time-tested and absolutely noble profession, but it's not easy. You cannot look at this business like it's easy money. You're going to make $0 if that's how you look at this business. The business looks like hard work, looks like a lot of hustle, looks like a lot of muscle, and some days you're not going to earn what you maybe thought you were worthy of. Some days we're overpaid, some days we're underpaid, and you got to unpack this before you dive into the business. So keep your world small when you first start off. I just got to work really hard. I got to hustle. I got to have a good mentor. And some days, you know what? Not going to turn out the way you planned. And that's part of the business. Beats up a lot of insurance agents because they get into this space thinking that success is rainbows and unicorns, and then they get rocked by a chargeback. That means the client didn't keep the policy. That pushes you back in your mind, which is going to decrease your chance of making the money. So your mind is the most important thing that you have here. You've got to have a positive and powerful mental mindset to have a chance of making any money, because when you get pushback from your clients saying, I got to talk to my mom, my dog, my neighbor, I don't want this, it's too expensive, I thought this was free. Whatever they throw at you, they fling upon you this negative. You've got to have a positive mind to handle that client with professionalism. This is not about us being pushy. This is about us being positive in how we pursue the problems that our clients really face. But negativity is a very big thing in this industry. You've got to know this before you drop your dollars into buying leads. All right, so you know that in January, gym memberships are at their all-time high. New year, the best me. Well, insurance agents, guess what? Sometimes have that same mindset. You go buy a gym membership if you're going to the gym, and you don't use it, and you expect somehow to have a better looking body. It doesn't work this way. Well, in the life insurance industry and in the final expense industry, just because you've got your insurance license does not give you the ability to make great dollars or have big changes in your financial picture if you don't first show up. Half the battle in the insurance industry is showing up and being consistent. Just like if you go to the gym, your gym membership doesn't do anything for you if you don't show up. So the business can work if you work your business. Just like your gym membership can work if you get there, get sweaty, and actually lift some heavy things. Now, when you first start off at the gym, you're going to lift some things. Then maybe if you're in your mid-40s like I am, you're like, oh man, I hurt. Well, guess what? In the insurance industry, you got your license, yay. You show up and start doing some work, and then guess what hurts? Chargebacks. I didn't want this. I changed my mind. Things of that nature. Or maybe you buy some leads and you bought 10, 15 of them and you didn't buy enough, and you're hearing, I don't want this. Well, the business doesn't work if you don't work the business. You've got to be a wealthy, powerful mindset to have a chance of survival in this space, but you've got to be positive. You're not going to get anything good with a negative mindset, and you've got to go through the pain if you want the profitability. You've heard the term, no pain, no gain. It's true in the gym. It's true when you first get started in the final expense and life insurance industry. Now, the next thing you really want to unpack is having a powerful mentor. You've got to have somebody that's been in the telesales industry or the life insurance industry. Make sure they've done it at least a decade professionally. In our agency, my goodness, I've done the insurance industry combined with my telesales background. We're talking 2+ decades, 20+ years in this space, and I've never quit. You got to make sure that you're being mentored by people who haven't quit or failed out of the industry. You want people that are going to pull you up with them, because that's where they've been and that's where they're going to take you. Now, that doesn't mean this business is going to be easy. It's not. Simple steps, yes, but you've got to have sustainability in your movement by having a mentor that can say, listen, follow these systems, do this, and don't look back. If you're one that jumps into the industry and you're like, well, my plan B is this, and I can go flip burgers and go do that and go do this, your bandwidth is going to be diluted and you're not going to have the best chance of making the dollars. Now, I'm not saying to quit your day job. Don't quit your day job until you've duplicated your income, and that is so important when you jump into this industry. You can be very powerful as a part-time agent. Look at my agent interviews and testimonials up here at the end of this video. Very powerful for you to grasp, but you do not give up your day job until you've truly duplicated your income. Just don't do the bad practice of quitting your day job thinking that somehow you're going to make six figures in your sleep. It's not the truth. So can you make six figures? Absolutely, but you're going to go through pain, and 90+% of the agent force fails because they fail to show up daily. Just like your gym is busy in January for the first week or two, and then it's back to normalcy. In the insurance industry, a lot of folks get their license, they think they're going to make a lot of money, they get their licks, and they're out of the business as fast as they came in. Rejection hurts, harms a lot of agents. You've got to have that hustle muscle and keep smiling as you navigate forward. You can never look back. Back is not where you're going to go. You want to be a beast, you got to move forward, you got to put your best face on. You've got to give the best handshake to your consumers, and don't call it quits. So many people will call their leads once and then they're done. You're not going to win this way. Final expense leads can be frustrating. They're going to say, I thought it was free. Mail it to me. Can you do this later? Call me tomorrow. And then the tale that you're going to have is, oh man, they told me that they changed their mind, or they just never pick up anymore, Jason. And that is the truth. We call this fool's gold. You're going to be focusing on a one-call close, whether you're a face-to-face insurance agent or a telesales agent. Now, that doesn't mean you can't get closes after that, all right? Not about being pushy or being high pressury. You're going to be a professional because maybe you've gone through a 5-day telemastery program like what we provide at jasonfinalexpense.com, where we focus on the fundamentals so that when stress comes, you're seamless and you can be one that's a successful agent that knows what they're doing, that is professional, never pushy. But you can get closes, all right, on the second and maybe third appointment at times, but one call close is what you got to be focused on, because if you do the right job and things are perfect and it's in their budget, there's no reason they shouldn't be doing business with you when you have the right tools necessary to take care of them. It's about the client. You've got to understand their why, not about you focusing on your wallet or filling up that purse. And I know you need to fill up the wallet to be able to stay in business. I'm not saying you shouldn't be making good money, but if you're better at taking care of the client, guess what? The money will follow. Fundamentals are very important. Make sure you've got a mentor who can make a way for you and help guide you to get to a place of hopefully success. But there's risk here. There's risk before you can find the reward. Just like you got to show up at the gym, and sometimes it's uncomfortable if you're like, oh wow, my body doesn't look maybe what I want it to look like. Well, some new agents have that same panic. They jump into the industry, oh, I'm not a top producer yet, I don't like this. Welcome to the uncomfortable part of the business. You've got to embrace being uncomfortable if you want to unleash your power and your potential. Just like at the gym, you got to be one that can lift some heavy things and get sweaty and probably smell a little bit, all right? Put some deodorant on, take a shower, and let's do it all again. In this business, you're going to get sweaty, get stinky in those homes. You're going to smell like cigarettes, cat pee, part of the equation in that final expense space. Amazing, folks, but the smells are there. That's why telesales is so terrific, but the business is sweaty, it's stinky at times. You're going to buy leads. They don't always work out that week sometimes, and then you got to have that wealthy mindset to keep working them so that you can find profitability. Put yourself in a place that you can hopefully win, but you've got to have a mentor that can help lift you up out of the bad times. And I said the bad times in final expense telesales, the bad times in life insurance sales. Sometimes you take your licks and you don't have the right mindset right then and there. You've got to go to your mentor. No different than if you're bench pressing at the gym. Maybe you're going to do it on your own. You're like, I can bench this, and then you drop it on your chest. Been to the gym, and I've seen this. You've got to have somebody that says, hey, bro, can you spot me for a second? Hey, my mentor, my manager, can you spot me? I just want to make sure I've got the form right. This is not about force. This is about finesse. In the insurance industry, sometimes maybe you put things that were mentally too heavy upon you, and you need a mentor to get it off you for a second or take some of the weight off, because what you think about is going to change sometimes how you work your business out. And the business can work out if you work your business on the daily. Consistency and discipline and habitual behavior and even accountability. I know everyone's like, whoa, whoa, don't say the A word. Yeah, accountability. It's the truth. Have a warrior that's by your side so that you can walk through the just minefield of those that didn't make the money. 90% of this agent force will not be disciplined. They won't buy their leads on the weekly. Very important. Every week you need to be buying your leads. If you don't buy your leads on the weekly, you know what's happening right now? You're not going to make a lot of money. You're actually walking backwards the very moment that you don't buy leads on the weekly. Whether you're a face-to-face insurance agent or a telesales agent, you're going to get frustrated, and it's because you didn't invest into your business. If you believe that you've got what it takes, you're going to take that risk and buy leads, and you're going to work them. Like sometimes you're going to go broke. You're going to have that panic in your chest, but when you make that profitability, there's no better life than this. Nobody's going to tell you when to take a vacation, when to take a lunch break, when to, work or not to work. You've got to be disciplined. Half the battle of finding success is showing up with consistency. And I hope this helps you. But don't look at this industry like rose-colored glasses. It's going to be easy. Easy it is not. Simple, yes. And when you find success, there is no better life than this. I hope you find powerful levels of profitability. I hope you become a $1 million roundtable agent like I am personally, and other powerful professionals that partner here. I'm so proud of the work family, those that align here, what they do for others on the daily. And I hope you will find that same level of success yourself. If you need any free resources or need a good work family to call a home, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. I appreciate you, and keep that powerful, positive mindset. Remember, you've got what it takes. We'll see you soon.